Hi, HR Management. Welcome to Module 5. We're past the halfway point. This week, we'll be covering chapters 9 and 10. You'll have a discussion post as well as a paper. In chapter 9, you're going to learn about managing compensation. And in this chapter, you'll learn about different pay systems and compensation programs. Basic things that you think of, like direct compensation, which would be your standard wages, your indirect compensation, which would be something like your benefits, and then your non financial compensation, which could be something like an employee recognition program. This could be the flexibility. Important about these two chapters that you're learning this week is you'll kind of learn the baseline of HR, and then you'll learn about how HR has evolved into strategic compensation. An example of this would be maybe offering a salesperson more of a commission based salary, and then also linking your organizational objectives and your compensation to reach those. So, kind of reverse engineering your organizational objectives to your pay structure. Part of this includes pay for performance, which I think is something that's been discussed pretty regularly in my career and something that's really controversial. So, it's something that I really want to focus on this week as salaries are posted or the top 10 salaries are posted or there's a pay study done based on individuals in your same position and a market analysis of what like kind of the low, median, and high are, and really where the wage curve is. In chapter 10, you're going to learn additional information about pay for performance. And again, this kind of goes more in depth on some of the strategic incentives that can be offered. And really, the success of any type of pay for performance really depends on the organizational climate that you're operating in and what their goals are. So, I talk a lot in this class about something called strategic alignment, and it's related to strategic planning, which is my full time job at the college. So, in strategic alignment, you really have your people, your culture, your processes, and your technology all aligned. And that's a really tough thing to do. So, this chapter talks a lot about what things have to line up in order for pay for performance processes to be successful. This chapter goes a bit in depth on things like team compensation, on gain sharing. So, my husband works for a box making company called Packaging Corporation of America. Depending on their production at the end of the year, all the employees at all levels get a gain share or a sort of a bonus depending on what their profit margin was that year, what level they're at in the organization, and what their salary is. And then you'll learn about a specific kind of gain sharing, which I think is really interesting, called the Scanlon Plan. And this is really where employees, kind of a grassroots approach, can share specific ideas as to how the organization can be more efficient. And as a result, if it's productive, they're able to kind of get a slice of the pie at the end of the quarter or the end of the year, similar to a gain sharing model. So I hope that gives you an overview of what you're going to learn for the week. Any questions about the paper, anything at all? As always, I'm here to support you, and I hope you have a great week.